Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We're on a one streak again, because I lost a seeded run on the show, and then in the last episode we built that one streak back. BE72JJY2, starting with the D20 and the Halo, well, we would have had pretty bad HP were it not for the Halo, I guess, but our damage and tier stat is looking really good, and that is definitely, like, by far the most important thing, as long as your HP doesn't put you in, like, one hit and you're dead range, so this is pretty much, like, as good as it gets, as far as Eden starts that don't start you Brimstone Mega go, basically. This one is a little out of control. We also just got a random Spirit R drop and the health upgrade pill, so I think the game maybe is being nice to me. I think the game might be saying, well, it has no reason to be nice to me. Not because I'm someone you shouldn't be nice to. You know, I treat people the way that they treat me, or at least I endeavor to do so on a daily basis, but, well, let's not get bogged down in the golden rule or any shit like that, but, oh, 2 Spirit Arts in there? The reason the game doesn't have to be kind to me is because it was already kind to me on the last run. Mom's Knife, great damage. You know, we balled out of control pretty hard. This one is actually just ridiculous. It's like a caricature of Northern Lion luck. Like, if you wrote a run and you're like, I'm gonna lampoon that Northern Lion scrub by showing you how lucky he gets on a regular basis, it would pretty much be this run right here. Or something similar, but I'm not going to reroll the single pennies on the ground because I really do want to get to 5 cents. I feel like if we can get an arcade on our next floor, that's where the real, you know, big money is going to be for us. But we may want to reroll. It's just a pill. Telepills. We have. I was thinking like we'd reroll what came out of the golden chest, but we'll drop a bomb here. No secret room. Oh, Spelunker set, so we didn't have to drop a bomb there. I'm not salty about it, it's just an extra cost of 1 bomb. But you'd figure that we could probably find our secret room. Pretty good chance on our secret room of getting at least 2 cents. Then we've got a chance at an arcade, and then we've got some really good opportunities to use our D20 for good, not for evil. Oh, he did me dirty like this. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I'm asking politely, baby, don't do me like that. I don't know how the rest of the song goes. I just know that he repeats "don't do me like that" over and over. It's probably one of my favorite songs of all time. It's called "Don't Do Me Like That." It's written by a dude whose girlfriend's favorite position is not one that feels like particularly good for him, but he's like does it anyway. But in his head, he's like, don't do me like that. So, what's your favorite position? That's cool with me. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you. What's your favorite dish? I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar. Anyway. Why am I doing this YouTube thing when a career in stage and screen surely awaits a multi-talented individual such as myself? Well, we have rerolls. We're not going to get an arcade. That doesn't mean we don't get a, you know, just a random one-off kind of temperance card, but you can't really complain or you'd sigh about how things are going on this run. Like, I mean, have you seen how our run looks so far? We have 8 HP, and we're basically only done the first floor. We have access to all secret rooms. Belong to us. A little nerd culture reference there, because I consider myself a little bit of a dork. And hopefully those enemies count as dead. We got Key Bum, which is not very good. One day, we're going to be able to use this D20. That's the sore spot of this run so far. Bad damage. That's the sore spot of this run so far, is a lack of good opportunities, in my opinion at least, to have used the D20. But those can come in time. Hopefully. Dead Bird is also not particularly amazing, but, you know, we all know that the real mashed potatoes of this run is going to be what happens on this deal with the devil here. That's going to set us up nicely. Why'd you say mashed potatoes? Mashed potatoes are a side. Yo, a side is a state of mind, dog. Even if I'm going out for steak, and I have not in my life eaten at too many steakhouses, but when I do, the steak, if it comes out right, it's buttery, melts in your mouth, you get that nice, you know, hit of iron, you know, you're like, this is good for my testicles. But It's all about the mashed potatoes that have like a little bit of chopped up garlic and then a whole stick of butter in them. The potatoes make the meal, man. Now, I'm not saying I'd pay 30 bucks for a plate that was no steak and 2 mashed potato sides. That's not what the market will bear, in my opinion. But I am saying, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't roughly as into the potatoes as I am into the steak. As far as I'm concerned, they could call it a potato house, and I'd be in. You know, the roasted vegetables, carrots, sometimes asparagus. Oh, that was dumb. It's all good. You know, I'm not anti that, but it's really a potatoes and, ooh, this is our reroll for sure. Take the money, because we can actually still use it. But then reroll. Oh, you didn't need to place your bomb, you dummy! Oh, you know what? Don't take the money. Take the bomb, reroll everything else. Okay. Take the keys before this mother trucker tries to get him. That was real nice, actually. Okay. Still not gonna go to our shop. We only have 5 cents, and we do not... Well, I guess we could get more money, but... I'd rather save our 2 of diamonds until it's a little later so we can maybe get like 50 cents out of it instead of just 2 cents. We're not really urgently in need of anything, so we can afford to play the waiting game here, you know? We don't need to put $50,000 down on black. We could put, you know, $10,000 into an index fund tracking the S&P 500 and afford to wait like 30 years for it to actually matriculate. Matriculate's not the right word there. Damn it! Okay, we're gonna stick with the D20, because we haven't really tapped into its full potential yet, but we'll take the item that gives us a chance to become Guppy. So far, so good. Alright, matriculate, of course. As we all know, is a word that means to graduate. Why wouldn't you just use graduate? Oh, there's some times where matriculate is more appropriate. For example, Emmanuel, have you matriculated from your place of higher learning yet? No, Father. I'm still working on, passing 11th grade English. Right, Manuel! Matriculation is a very important part of any young gentleman's life. So I guess if you're Paul F. Tompkins doing an impression of somebody, there's your word of the day. There's no poop on this room. I thought this room would have some special poop for us. It doesn't have any special poop. So we're just gonna have to kill these guys the old-fashioned way. You know, Little Steven and Deadbird and Keybum with Guppy's collar is a pretty shit haul from one floor. It's like in exclusively future considerations. However, the floors that came before it were so good, and our starting items were so good that, like, we're still out of control strong right now. I love it. There are some words, you know, I just think every year, Merriam-Webster and Oxford should get together, and they should say, has anybody really used this word this year except to sound like they know more than, like they're talking about more than they actually do? And if the answer is no, just take it out of the dictionary. Matriculate has no, oh, obviously that's not our secret room, you dummy. Matriculate has no reason to exist as a phrase anymore. I think we don't double here, because we don't find anything in there that we really like. Matriculate can go. Gesticulate can stay. There's still some value in gesticulate. I'm trying to think of some other words. I mean, it's hard to think of them because, you know, you don't use them all that often. I think we can probably take out tubular. When was the last time you heard someone use tubular non-ironically? Like, it's good to go. At least put it on literary probation right now. Okay, we got Mr. Dolly, which is good. And not Krampus, which is even better. We might as well take both of these. Actually, might as well have gambled on this guy a little bit. In fact, I'm gonna gamble on him like a little bit more than I probably should. Say you'll remember me, donating my red hearts. Don't give me a blood fart, babe. Red lips and rosy cheeks. Yo, seriously though, where's my shit? Okay, well we might as well take this. We still got great HP. I was just figured we'd mess around with it a little bit here. I'm still gonna go a little deep on this. We got a lot of killing power, so I trust that this guy's gonna hook me up. Infested's okay. Yo, he's gonna give me a syringe, or he's gonna give me sin robes. It's science. Hell yeah! Synth oil. Was it worth it? Honestly, it was, in spite of the fact that it looked like I was out of my damn mind there for a little while. We do have a chance at an arcade on the next floor, so that's where I'm looking for the real value in the D20 here, I think. And you know what, Aquarius? Of course we're gonna reroll these two, crack that shit open, grab this, take the key, Reroll the other 2. Get a nickel out of it. And a health upgrade. Who's the loser now, Mom? Who's the loser now? Okay. Why take Wiggle Worm? It's not Wiggle Worm, first off. Oh, yes, it is. I was like, it's Snake Worm, because it looks like an S. No, Wiggle Worm is, it's just fun, and it looks kind of hilarious with the theme. That's about it. The Synth Oil pickup is dope. And actually, that floor went pretty well, because we also got the huge damage upgrade from Abaddon. And Mr. Dolly's no joke, even though we did basically give up all of the HP from... You took my key? Even though we did basically give up all of the HP from Mr. Dolly to get Synth Oil, like, that's money well spent as far as I'm concerned. Because we still get the extra range and luck, or whatever it is, range and tiers. 2 of Diamonds is still way more valuable than what I would get out of a Telepills, which is basically just getting out of Boss Rush for free. At this point, you know, we can choose to get out of Boss Rush, or we could choose to just completely handle things the way that we're handling them right now, and it would be totally fine. That is a great room, either for an arcade or for us to use our D20 on. I didn't think I'd get hit there. Not a great excuse, but either way. No deal with the devil. Also, like, 100% understandable, given that we got 2 deals with the devil in a row. We'll just hit up item room and shop, and hoping to maybe get use out of 2 of... Ah, you're an idiot. Hoping to maybe get use out of 2 of Diamonds here. Yeah, okay. 2 of Diamonds, restock. Excuse me. Created some spiders for me. Spirit Heart. 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 Okay, so basically I was just trying to get to maximum HP. I really thought we'd do it before we bought 5. That's my mistake. Ooh, take the key, take the Spirit Heart. Oh, we can't. Now we're at full HP. We got an Awaz rune that we will use to get into a crawl space. Crawl space contains a stone chest. Could have bought Blue Candle and then bought another item from the shop as well, or at least tried to, but I really just wanted to ensure that our HP was fine, so I think we did do that. This room's probably not worth re-rolling, right? Like, we're gonna re-roll that Red Heart room anyway. Use a key to get a nickel? Nope. We're definitely not using a key to get a key, I'll tell you that much. He's taking advantage of that opportunity. I know that the D20, of course, is better the more you use it, but I don't think I'm gonna go back and re-roll right away on that huge heart room. I just want to see if maybe there's an arcade up here. We only have like 2 HP though, right? 2 red hearts at least? I don't know. We'll see. Well, we can use this as a gauge to see how much HP we have if we come across a blood bank anyway, which we may or may not. Okay, if I don't see an arcade, which I haven't yet, I think we're just going to take this, which is pretty bad, but maybe contributes toward Beelzebub, and then come back and go down to the next floor. I don't really see too much holding us here. Don't want to use a key. I also don't want to close my eyes, because I'd miss you, baby. And I don't want to miss a thing. Trying to think, I'm working on it right now in my head. What would be a great fast food jingle that Aerosmith could totally sell out for with Don't Want to Miss a Thing? Not that that song is not a little bit sell-out-y itself to begin with, but... okay, oh, there we go! Okay, Buffalo Wild Wings. I wanna pick my sauce. I wanna pick my drink, 'cause it's the Super Bowl, baby, and I don't wanna miss a wing. I can have a blue cheese. I could have a buffalo, please, 'cause it's Christmas, baby, and I want a pound of wings. Dude, this will totally work. I know right now you might not be sold, but it's because I don't have the same singing chops as one Steven Tyler. But this would be such a hit with today's ironic youths. They'd be like, Steven Tyler knows he's selling out, but it's funny. And then you just give them a bag of money, and they're stoked, and the kids are stoked. People are going to Buffalo Wild Wings with their whole family singing Don't Want to Miss a Wing. Don't Want to Miss a Thing gets re-released because of the popularity of the commercial. All of a sudden, it's a top 10 hit again, you know, 17 years after it actually came out. This could actually, we could make something happen here. Don't want to miss a fucking wing. I'm getting dangerously close to the point where I can make a whole album of jingles that I've made up about dumb shit. I like it, don't get me wrong. Like the jingle game, it's kind of fallen by the wayside, is my opinion. There's a casino in northern Washington State, so we get commercials for it on the radio here in Vancouver, Canada, all the time. But it's the like Tulalip Resort and Casino, but they use like more than a feeling when I hear that, and I'm like, dude, at least try to work some wordplay into there, you know? Like, I don't know, you gotta give something that rhymes with casino. Like, I'm trying to figure it out in my head right now. You might have to give me some time. Like, Livin' La Vida Loca, no. Mambo number 5, I mean, you could do, like, Casino number live. It doesn't really work, you know? Ha! That was more of an Al Pacino, but, you just can't, you just license Boston's More Than a Feeling. You know, people listen to the ad, then they'll go, oh, I remember that song. I guess I'll go to the Tulalip Casino and Resort. I got nothing against the Tulalip Casino and Resort. I've never been there. I'm just saying the jingle game, taken at face value, leaves a little bit to be desired. I guess we'll finish this floor and then just move on. A casino. The Great Bambino. Encino Man. Bailamos. Bailamos doesn't work, much to my chagrin. I'll percolate on it. I'll think about it. We'll come back. But don't want to miss a wing. You can't take that away from me just because I can't come up with a casino one right off the top of my dome piece, right? We're gonna stick with the D20, and we're gonna stick. Don't take my key. We're gonna stick with the D20 because, you know, as good as Guppy's head is, we don't need the damage. And I would like to maybe have a chance later to get something absolutely dope out of the D20, which we haven't had yet. $7-Eleven could do it. Here's what I'm thinking. And knock, knock, knocking on 7-Eleven's door. Hey, 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 hey. And 2 for 1 big bites at 7-Eleven's door. Nah, I'm losing it a little bit. I'm kind of falling by the wayside here. But don't want to miss a wing is going to take the fucking world by storm. Curse of the Bloint. Okay, we're going to immediately get an HP upgrade, thereby rendering my efforts to get an arcade pretty much useless here. What are some of the other jingles? So obviously we have, you know, I'm so fancy, you already know. 64 ounces daily of life-giving H2O. And then we've got, you know, they've got rates that seem to me the best ROI on GICs. And whoa, CIBC. That totally works. I like that one too because it works for every single bank that ends in a C or a B or a D or an E or a V. Which is like all of them, you know. Whoa, HSBC. It totally works. And don't forget about whoa, TD. These are only going to make sense if you bank in Canada, but even in Vancouver, whoa, Van City. Whoa, the Coquitlam Credit Union. Doesn't really work. And, you know, you took the key there. What do you got here? Let's give it a shot. Just see if there's some value here. More telepilses. Don't want to miss a wing is like, that's the ballad, man. I could sauce a wing just to make it tasty. And it's like a turkey baster when you get that hardcore flavor. And then I grab my napkin and wipe the sauce from my mouth. And every day I spend with you and Bruce Willis on an asteroid. It's from Armageddon. I mean, I'm assuming everybody knew that. This tangent's gone on way too far, but I can't get out of this rut, man. But this is what you get when you want the zany runs. You want the zany all-in Eden runs? You get don't want to miss a wing. Much better than the Of Montreal Outback Steakhouse commercial, right? Let's pretend we don't exist. Let's go to Outback tonight. Doesn't even make any fucking sense. Mom's purse, fanny pack, blue map, Super glad we did that instead of donating. But actually, the Joker card is good. What do you guys think about that Jeep Renegade commercial? But the song is like, it was written about, or at least for the Jeep Renegade commercial, but now it's also on the radio. I'm like, yo, dog, how much of a renegade could you be living? I'm not even saying it's a bad sign. I know a lot of people are into that, you know, bearded man with the guitar kind of, you know, of iron and wine, but like not quite sort of shit, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You know, life goes on. But the musical tastes, you know, they keep whirling and twirling. But how much of a renegade can you be living life like, if you are just getting paid by the Jeep Chrysler Corporation to make the song? You're not living like a renegade. You're employed by Chrysler. That's like the least renegade thing I can imagine. By the way, don't take. I'm the ultimate practical, pragmatic man. You got a good job working at Chrysler? Take that shit to the bank, dog. You worked your ass off to get that corner office, right? Don't even sweat what I'm saying about it. I'm just saying it seems a little bit disingenuous. Ugh, freaking guillotine. It seems a little bit disingenuous to be like, whoa, hey, living life like a renegade. It's actually like, whoa, yeah, the song's about Jeep because we were paid by Jeep. It's not a bad thing to get paid for a song, you know? Patronage has existed in the arts for, you know, thousands of years. I'm just saying, it's like, you can't be like, hey, you know, go out camping in your Jeep Renegade. This is a song about a Jeep Renegade we wrote because we like Jeep Renegade. It's written about the Jeep Renegade, man. Brother Bobby and the Mark. Yeah, well, I mean, we might as well take something. Let's just take this top left one. I trust it. Hell yeah, Little Haunt. It's at least decent. That's my perspective on it. That being said, have you guys heard about the 2016 Ford Focus? It's a high-octane thrill ride that provides the safety of a sedan, but also the passion of a coupe. I don't know anything about it. I do drive a Ford Focus myself. Not an evangelist for any particular car company. The Focus has been fine. Would I recommend it? I would recommend you do your research, because I have no fucking idea. Here's what I like about the Ford Focus so far. We've had it for a year. It has not broken down. It still sounds like a new car. It has a backup camera, which is like really important because the parking spots in the city are real tiny. It's almost like we're fitting, you know, 30 times more people into this stretch of land than should probably live here. Like all I'm trying to say is that overpopulation is going to wipe us out as a species, but the backup camera makes it a little bit more palatable. See, I'm just completely screwing myself because I'm like, hey, Buffalo Wild Wings, hire me. I've got some great ideas for a jingle. We do need to get Aerosmith on board, ideally, but, you know, return my calls. And then I'm like, well, mankind is probably doomed, but the backup camera on the new 2016 Ford Focus does make it a little bit more palatable to survive these trying times. Nobody wants that message. Everybody wants the message where you get into your brand new car and you drive to like a pillow fight tournament and then everybody has fun and of course you win because you're driving that car and then you know you have sexual intercourse with whoever was with you. That's the whole thing. Unless it's a minivan, in which case the advertisements are, you know, your kid wins the soccer tournament because you're driving a Honda Odyssey, right? But nobody wants to hear like, hey, we should really try to keep, you know, global temperature rise to under 2 degrees Celsius to stop the, you know, positive equilibrium of global carbon emissions. So buy this electric car. Everyone wants to hear like, you know, electric cars are like vinyl records. It's the new way to get pure experience. You're like, well, the Zika virus is ravaging Earth's subtropical nations right now. But if you'd like, there's 0% financing on the new Nissan Altima. Okay, so we're guppy now. That's pretty exciting. We also got Empty Vessel, which is effectively worthless. Sort of. Because we're probably not going to really be able to take advantage of it, but I'm happy regardless. Don't ever try to take my key again, you smug son of a bitch. This is a room we could have D20'd, by the way. I've kind of forgotten about the D20 in recent seconds here. It has been pretty fast recently. But I don't want to re-roll like 3 things. Like, there's no value in that. This run is over, by the way. Like, we are beyond set, especially now that we're guppy for the 2nd run in a row. This one was kind of over as soon as it started. Like, we had some pretty positive stuff going on here. By the way, when I talk about being a downer about humanity, I'm actually not trying... Yeah, we'll take this. I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm mostly just making a joke. Now, like many jokes, I hate when people say, like, all jokes. People are like, every joke has a bit of truth to it. You know, you make a joke about something and then they take that as like an indication of your personality. Not always. Hey, so I was on Mars the other day talking to a Zeeplop. Where's the reality in that joke, you smug son of a bitch? Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess the reality is that Mars exists. Sure, let's take pheromones. I don't know. Perks is probably better, but I'm too strong to worry about that right now. But like many jokes, there is a little nugget of reality in there, but it's also blown way out of proportion for the sake of humor. I don't actually necessarily believe the Zika virus is gonna turn us into like a Children of Men-based society. If you do, well, I mean that's on you. That's your prerogative, I suppose. But I'm playing it up for comedic effect, not trying to actually dampen anybody's day. You know, the Earth is not a cold, dead place and all that. I don't mind fighting Krampus. Lump of Coal will be a nice addition to this run, and that's exactly what we get. We are... You know what? Sure. Let's go fight Hush. This run's been pretty fast. We got plenty of time to live our lives here. Hopefully we get some keys back. Blank card, stopwatch, Spirit Heart. I think we buy the Spirit Heart and the stopwatch. I know that there's a restock, but we didn't have enough money for it anyway. Sure. Let's take Monster's Lung. And this is unfortunate. I took the D6, which we would have taken regardless. But I don't really want to take it with us out of here. Maybe Beelzebub? Does Pop a Fly work like Beelzebub could work? Or give us the chance to get Beelzebub? I don't know. We could bomb this? Like, get a battery charge. Reroll these, then bomb it, but do we really want to? I don't think so. I think we just want to now donate as much money as possible. So the only reason I'm not going to stick with the D6 is because we have Pandora's Box, which could possibly give us a good deal with the angel item from the cathedral. Even if it's not, like, super plausible, it could happen. So I think, given that our run is already relatively set on pretty much all other axes, why don't we try to also throw Sacred Heart or, you know, something silly but also awesome like that into the mix. Just to take us to the next level. Ads are funny, man. They're like a dark science. And I say this as someone who's living... I mean, I don't consider myself an advertiser, but I am paid because of advertisers that come before my content. There are some ads that are done well. There's some ads where I watch, and this isn't just something for 50-year-olds. I'll watch an ad and be like, that's clever. Not only clever at, oh, careful. Not only clever at marketing to its target audience, but also just, you know, humorous. I will admit. But it's crazy to me that some of the ads you see on TV. Why is Procter & Gamble trying to make ladies so concerned about kids' grass stains on their pants? Ladies, no one is judging you if your kid plays soccer and he has grass stains on his socks, okay? Like, that shit happens. That's a natural part of life. You don't need to pay an extra $30 a tub for, like, the special, you know, Gain anti-grass stain laundry detergent, okay? Also, where the fuck is the Oral-B Institute? I would like to take a field trip there and see their, you know, incredibly, like, 3,000 times scale models of the human tooth. They're doing some great work there. Who also is still calling telephone sex lines? Every night, starting at like 11 p.m., the only advertisements you see on TV are telephone sex lines. Quite clearly a paid model. I never had luck in the bar scene. Yeah, okay. Until I didn't have any chance to find love until I went on, you know, fuckme1900.phone. And you're like, stop calling this. I mean, if you need the companionship and you're okay with the terms and conditions, I guess do whatever you want. But they're trying to trick you. They're selling you an idea instead of the actual product here. Fuck you, NL. My dad is a phone sex line, and you're gonna put him out of a job. I'm not gonna put him out of a job. My general feeling in life is, you know, everyone should be able to do what you want to do. It's just it's the misleading nature. Well, not everybody should be able to do what you want to do. If everybody should do what they want to do, or what if I want to murder somebody? Should that check? Okay, well, within the bounds of human decency, at least. All right, Ruka, get out of here. But I'm just against people being misled. It's your choice. I'm closing the door. I would advise you not to leave your neck in the door. That is like that's the exact opposite of what you're gonna want to do there. There's a 3 HP for us. 4, actually, thanks to the body. And also the Eternal Heart. We also picked up Small Rock right there, which is, I mean, it's good. It's gonna make this run finish a little faster than it was already finishing. I also wonder that, like, all of the television shows, or at least many of the television shows... Oh, you want out too? There you go. They're always, like, trying to get me to go to these for-profit online universities. And I'm not saying that if you are being tempted there, then the advertiser thinks you're an idiot or something like that, or a failure in life. It just is becoming sobering that all of my favorite television has ads for, like, these online universities. And I'm like, yo, I'm doing okay. Give me the grass stains ad. You know, I'm more interested in the laundry detergent right now. But they're always like, you could go back to school and in 1 year learn how to become a gum doctor. And I'm like, I don't think so. That seems unrealistic. Okay, let's take Guppy's Paw, basically to get permanent Polaroid invincibility popping off here. This has been a fun run. I mean, out of control powerful from the very beginning, but a fun run nonetheless. No Brimstone, no Mom's Life. Admittedly, Guppy, but still, kind of like a fun version of a powerful run. We also have Empty Vessel working for us right now as well. Okay, 3 keys. We 3 keys of Orient are, we 3 keys have traveled so far. Then there's other lyrics that go here. I don't remember the song, though. Holy Mantle. Holy Mackinaw, more like. What an item. Good. Good. Move along. This is a beautiful room. Although, there's one of those fucking champions who will only die if he's the last remaining enemy. What a selfish jerk, huh? Takes forever to get killed here. One makes you small is fine. Isn't that like our second one makes you small? Because we're looking real tiny right now. And this will be the end of this run. I'm going to finish it in sub 30, which I think is pretty good considering we fought Hush on this run as well. And we'll just come in here, hit him like 4 times, and Blue Baby will be killed. Easy enough. Thanks, Infamy, for blocking that shot as well. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.